Alrighty, what is going on, boys? Welcome back to the Monday Morning Quarterbacks Podcast, episode 39. We got Josh in the top left, myself top right, Big P in the bottom left, Connor in the bottom right. Jeff might make a late appearance, but welcome in, boys. How we feeling?
Great. Magical.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy how you feel about the Packers, man?
Yeah, we're recording this pod a little early, so the Packers-Saints game literally just wrapped up. Packers rolled 34-0. I mean, probably how it should have been against the Saints' entire offense being backups. But first shutout of the year. Feels good. Packers looked awesome. Defense looked good.
I would have liked to see a more dominating offense.
I mean, we didn't really have to do much. We just kind of ran it down their throat. And
I know. You can't complain about that, but I would like to see domination.
All three backs get a tutty. Love to see that. Spread the love. Who is the corner? First NFL start ever. He gets a pick. Brought up off the practice squad. We got him from the Bills. I don't know his name, but
he almost got a second one too.
Yeah, he actually looked decent. I mean, he was going against Rattler, who just did not look good at all. He looked very bad. But
Rattler had like half his throws were great, and the other half were not great.
Zane Anderson. Shout out Zane Anderson. Welcome to the Packers. Yeah, that game went about how it probably should have gone, but still feels good to get the dub. You guys have any other games off the top of your head you want to touch on? Or I can kind of throw a couple out there too.
Let me look. Lamar Jackson's got the MVP, I guess. Sounds like.
Did throw a pick six, though.
It wasn't his fault.
Andy was up 38-7 and still almost blew it.
Yeah, that was shocking. That was a game I kind of looked at the score and put that game on the back burner and was like, okay, that game's over. And then all of a sudden it was a one-score game.
That was shocking.
Yeah, well, JT didn't drop any balls this game. He went off. I think he broke a franchise record that has been touched in like 70 years or something for like most rushing yards.
JT single-handedly eliminated me from 2 playoff fantasy games, so that was fun.
That's tough because every other week JT's putting up like 8 fantasy points max.
Yeah, unlucky. Unlucky week to play him, but that's how it goes. PENIX looked good in the Falcons dub. Stat-wise, probably didn't look that good, but I mean, he slung the ball really well, and the one pick was just not on him at all. Kyle Pitts just dropped a ball right in his tummy, and
Kyle Pitts is trash.
Got picked, but
Kyle Pitts is still younger than like a lot of rookie tight ends coming in this year. People forget how young like Kyle Pitts is.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Pitts is gonna be younger than rookie tight ends coming in for the next 7 years.
He's gonna be worse than them too.
Yep, for sure worse.
That was the best week the Falcons could have asked for because the Bucs also lost. So now the Bucs control their own destiny to the playoffs and win in that division, which is the likely division the Packers are going to be matching up with first round of the playoffs.
You mean Falcons? Yeah, you mean Falcons.
Yes, Falcons control their own what did I say? Bucs control their own destiny?
You said Bucs on accident.
Yeah,
yeah.
Falcons control their own destiny.
Panthers are good.
Panthers big win. Geno does not win, though. It was a close one with Minnesota, but Geno couldn't close it out.
Jaden Daniels continued his little run there. Looking like the best quarterback in football for the last month.
He hasn't. But okay.
He has not.
Definitely has not.
I don't even know if he's looked top 5 the past month.
That's crazy. I mean, I'll put Josh Allen 1. I'll give you Josh Allen, but Jaden Daniels is a close two. I'm taking Jade.
Jared Goff for all the Lions fans.
Oh, so now you want to use Jared Goff.
I mean, if you're just talking the past month, straight stat-wise, he's been throwing for like 400 yards a game.
Jaden Daniels has all games.
There's a bunch of people eliminated in the NFC this week. Cowboys, Cardinals, Niners all got officially eliminated.
The Dolphins took it to the Niners. That was crazy.
It did. Niners were out without Garendo on running back 5 for the year.
Where the Cowboys? Sorry. Where are the Cowboys projected to like finish up? Are they going to be top 5, like in terms of draft picks?
No,
they're
7 and 8 right now.
Jeez.
Sorry, Josh.
Yeah, I was just thinking because they could use Ashon Genty. That would be crazy.
Connor's thinking only dynasty. He's like, I'm for sure taking Genty. He's going to the Cowboys. It's locked in.
Well, he's not even going to get Genty. Genty's going to go 1.
He should go 1, or JJ McCarthy might go 1 again.
Second time.
Sweet. That's all I got for this week. Should we hop on over to week 17 and get the games cooking
Let's
here?
do it. Let's do it.
I will say I'm disappointed I didn't see Carson Wentz football this week.
Yeah. We got vintage Pat Mahomes.
Alrighty, we got 2 Netflix games on Christmas Day today for you guys watching. We'll put it out. We've been putting it out Thursday. Should we just put it out? We'll just put it out Christmas.
Let's do
morning.
it.
Put it out
Christmas
Wednesday.
edition.
Yeah, so you guys can get all the
Little
games.
gift for the viewers.
Ooh.
Yes.
All 4 of them. You're welcome.
Christmas.
We got the Chiefs at the Steelers. Chiefs are -3, over under 43.5.
George Pickens might play in this game, but I think I'm gonna pick the Chiefs.
Alrighty, I'll go next. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs as well. I think the Steelers are a little overhyped, and Mahomes just doesn't lose, especially in prime time on Christmas. I'll take KC too.
Yeah, the Chiefs just don't lose. I don't know. They play so many close games, and the Steelers are good though, but can't pick against the Chiefs, I guess. That's the word.
Good, just not.
Yes, sir.
13-1 team.
We'll see what Jeff says, but that makes it a sweep. I think Pat Mahomes on Christmas primetime can't go wrong.
Alrighty, other Christmas game, the 4:00 game on Netflix. We got the Ravens at the Texans. Ravens are -5.5, over under 46.5.
Is it too early for a Deontay Johnson revenge game? He's been with the Texans for 6 hours, and it is definitely too early. That was a rhetorical question. I'm going to go Ravens here. Lamar Jackson MVP.
They literally don't have anyone else to throw to, though. It's like Robert Woods is clearly terrible, and their number 3, Xavier Hutchinson, literally might be I think he's the worst Pro Football Focus ranked receiver this year.
Yeah, Mechie hasn't been in the field. The guy that injured Tank Dell, I had literally no idea who that was. I've never heard his name before.
It's basically his own guy.
Yeah.
That was
the wide receiver 7 jumped into Tank and said, "I'm taking your job, kid."
I thought it was Robert Woods. Was it not?
No, it wasn't Woods. It was literally some guy I've never heard of.
I'm going to be on Baltimore as well.
I'll pull the name out while you're picking.
Yeah, I'll do the MVP Lamar Jackson here in this game. Also, Netflix is for sure not going to be able to handle these NFL games, and it's going to crash, and everyone's going to be watching a loading screen for most of Christmas.
NFL had to get their bag.
Yeah, I'm also on the Ravens, although I think the Texans, they're due for a good game here. I mean, they've been pretty trash the last, 6 weeks, so I think they're going to pick it up at some point, unless they keep this up into the playoffs. But yeah, give me the Ravens.
DeMeco Ryans is such a terrible coach. He's a very good defensive-minded coach, but watching the decision-making in that game, in that last game, was just so bad. Multiple delay of games, getting play. I don't even think he's getting the plays in, but they were getting plays in late on offense. Took 2 key delay of games that basically cost them that game, and they just were not urgent. Did not look like they had a care in the world. Down 7, so many decisions coaching wise that went wrong in that game.
The player was Jared Wayne, who was undrafted in 23.
Yeah, take those out all this season, probably all of next season. Dislocated knee, torn ACL.
Yeah.
2-for-1
Crazy.
special.
All next year, too, is brutal.
Alrighty, we got the Seahawks at the Bears. Thursday Night Football. Seahawks are -3.5. Over under 43.5.
Yeah, Seahawks are going to need to play a little bit better than they did against Minnesota. And I think they will show up this week and win this game. The Bears have been playing good football. Their defense did not look amazing. It took them 3.5 quarters to get a sack on the Lions, which granted the Lions' line is crazy. But still,
Goff gets the ball out really quick too.
right. Yeah. I want to pick the Bears, but the Hawks are they're playing for the playoffs, you know. Naturally, they're going to be playing harder, but doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win. But I'll go Hawks still.
I'm on Seattle. Geno, JSN, DK combo is unreal. JSN's just having a career year. I think Seattle's the better overall team, and the Bears are kind of playing for a pick anyway. This game doesn't matter at all to them. So Seattle it is.
Yeah. I kind of want to pick the Bears just because it'd be the Bears thing to do to win some of these games for no reason and hurt their draft spot. But I think the Seahawks fighting for a playoff spot are gonna beat the Bears. Pick the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears here. I don't know. I think they got a good core of guys going into the future here. I think they'll string together a couple of wins here over the last 2 weeks of the season. I think they steal one here, so give me the Bears.
Alrighty. On to the Sunday games. We got the Chargers at the Patriots. Chargers are -4, over under 42.5.
Yeah, Chargers are playing real good football right now. Take the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm on the Chargers too.
Chargers.
Another must win. Not even a must win, but I think they win this game. They're in the playoffs. Against a team that's been struggling in the Patriots. So.
Well, the last weekend's Buffalo, they kind of overperformed for 3 quarters. Kill that backwards pass for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was bad. But I'll take the Chargers.
Take Jimmy Harbaugh here.
What did Josh say?
He says he's taking Harbaugh. He's on the Chargers as well.
Sorry, it's Chargers and who in this one?
Patriots.
Yeah, Chargers.
Easy.
Alrighty, we got Denver at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's -3.5, over under 49.5.
Yeah, I mean, I need to know if Surtain's going to be out there. The Denver defense has not. I don't know. I'm gonna go Cincy here. I don't know that Denver's up to the task of this, and I know Cincy, their only path in involves needing to beat Denver, and then Denver also losing again next week, I believe. So this is essentially the season for them, and I think they're gonna play like it. Burrow is visibly frustrated the past couple of weeks, even though they were winning games. So I think they're gonna unleash it on Denver this week.
I'm going to take Cincy too. I think Bo Nix and the Broncos have been overhyped quite a bit in that Sean Payton led team. I think Joe Burrow and this offense is going to be too much for them. And Jamar Chase will continue to have his record-breaking Triple Crown year. It's going to be the Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get pressure on Burrow when all the linemen have their katanas out to chop up the defense.
I love
that. I'll take the Bengals here, I think.
Yeah, somehow the Colts still have a path to the playoffs, and I'm not sure if it's one of those games that have the implications for the Colts. I'm not paying attention to it until next week, so I'm not going to pick with my heart on this one because I don't even know which way this needs to fall for the Colts to get in. I'm going to ride with the Broncos here. I feel like every time Cincy plays a competent team, they get smoked. It's not the first time I've said that. If you look at the record this year, I think the majority of their wins, if not every single win, is against a below 500 team. So I think the Broncos are a good challenge for the Bengals, and I think they'll beat the Bengals here.
Oh, also, by the way, these are all Saturday games, which I did not realize.
Oh, you said Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. The Chargers, Patriots, Broncos, Bengals, Saturday games. And then this is the third Saturday game. Cardinals, Rams. Rams -6, over under 48.5.
Uh, I also want to put on the record, so Connor's mind can be put at peace. But Indy has tiebreakers over Cincy and Miami right now, and you're 2 games behind Denver, so you actually need Cincinnati to win this game.
Hopefully I'm wrong here then.
Did he say he's flipping?
No, he said hopefully I'm wrong.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm just saying hopefully I'm wrong, but
Gotcha.
it is remarkable that the Colts still have a chance to get in after everything that's happened.
But do they?
I mean,
No.
they're the best of the 7 and 8 teams. You need Denver to lose out as your only hope.
Have we picked the Cardinals Rams game?
Nope.
No, we have not.
Cardinals at the Rams -6 over under 48.5.
Yeah. I think the Cardinals are going to kind of play spoil here. They got eliminated last week. They were very upset after losing to the Panthers. The Rams are in the lead of the division. I know I picked the Hawks to beat the Bears. I think the Rams drop this one and continue to just see an exciting shootout out there in the NFC West race. So give me the Cardinals here.
I'm going to be on the Rams. The Cardinals have just lost hope. They're out there calling the Panthers players trash and saying they're a trash franchise, and then they lose to them. That's just a bad look. Trey McBride walking off the field with just a classic quote. They just, I mean, you can't lose to a team like that to end your season. And now they have literally nothing to play for against a team that has a lot to play for in the Rams, who kind of need to get their jump start going here if they want to go into the playoffs hot. So, give me the Rams.
Yeah, I like the Rams here. It's pretty hilarious watching the Cardinals lose to the Panthers and end their season.
Yeah, I'm off the Cardinals hype train. Kyler Murray sucks in my opinion. I think I'm off on him. At the end of the last week's pod, I asked you guys, start to sit one Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray, Jaden Daniels. No one told me to sit Kyler Murray, but we'll do that going forward. I think trash.
Did anyone actually answer that question? I don't think anyone
My
did.
honest opinion would have been to play Jaden Daniels and sit Anthony Richardson. So I think AR and Kyler got similar points. I just didn't want to tell you that because I was rooting against you.
Yeah, I think Kyler technically put up like 0.1 more than Anthony Richardson, but Anthony Richardson only threw the ball like I think 11 times last week. So
that sounds good. That's
I'm
sounds
with
like a
you,
winning.
P. I'm with you,
for the
P.
Colts.
Yeah, I don't know how we got to Connor's fantasy team and then to the Colts in the same sentence. But yeah,
Sounds like I've heard the
I
Colts
know you're a
3
little sore
times.
coming off last week.
Yeah, okay. We got the Jets at the Bills. Bills are -10 over under 46.5.
It's tough because
You want me hopping?
I'm really not convinced now. I feel like I'm gonna go Bills here. Jets just aren't the team to do it, but neither were the Patriots. And I think if the Bills play down to the Jets and make it interesting, then the Jets could steal it. But I'm gonna go Bills here. I'm just sketched out from last week still.
It's insane. Josh Allen's been doing all this with a broken hand the entire time. He's had a broken left hand, and now he also has an injury on his throwing hand. He just takes so many hits, and he also just seems to find helmets every time he throws the ball. Like, he just slams his hands into helmets, and it's just constantly battering up his hands. But it's Josh Allen versus the Jets here. Jets meaningless, nothing to play for. Bills at home, huge favorites. I'll take the Bills.
Bills by a million. I love to continue to watch the Jets implode and just hate all their teammates around them, and that's good. That's fun to watch. I like it. Garrett Wilson wants a trade.
Where's he going next year? I mean,
Bengals.
if they're gonna rebuild and start over, they're definitely not gonna be paying him.
By Cleveland,
Bengals.
honestly.
Cleveland would be a travesty.
Same trajectory as Odell. New York to Cleveland.
Yeah, New York is dead in the water. I think same with Aaron Rodgers' career. I didn't watch the documentary. I don't know if you got anything to say on that, Jake, but I think it's over for A-Rod, AR-12.
I touched on it last week. I thought it was a good documentary overall. I don't have to go too in depth, but I very biasly, obviously, side with everything Aaron Rodgers. So love that guy still, and will have a special place in my heart for a long time. But yeah, check it out.
Sounds like he's being replaced by Josh Allen.
Definitely not. Definitely not. There's a lot of guys in the league that I really like. Josh Allen's, and it's just guys that are fun to watch that are outside of the Packers. Like obviously, Packer guys are my fave, but Josh Allen's fun to watch. I like Puka Nacua. I'm sure there's a bunch of other guys I could think of, but yeah.
I hate watching every person in the NFL that's not Packer.
Okay. We got the Raiders at the Saints. Saints are -1.5, over under 39.5.
Man, that Raiders-Jags game last week was also just a travesty. It's like who wanted to lose more. And it didn't look like it was the Raiders. And then tonight, obviously I have a fresh 34-0 loss in my mind for the New Orleans Saints last time they were on the field, so I really want to pick the Raiders here, but I've also picked the Raiders like 5 times in a row. Whatever. I'm gonna pick the Raiders again, and they're going to continue to be a 3-win football team.
Yeah, I don't know how the Saints are favored after that performance that they just dropped against the Packers, first shutout of the year. They just looked like they couldn't do anything on offense, and I mean, there's no reason for Kamara to come back or any of these guys on offense to come back. And if that's what they're going to put up, their defense looked terrible too. Couldn't stop the run all night. And the Raiders at least have a couple weapons in Myers and Bowers, I think, that can get them some points. So I'll take the Raiders.
I think I'm going to take the Saints. I think the Saints are embarrassed, and they're itching to get back out there and score a point. So,
Yeah, I think Spencer Rattler is a terrible quarterback. He's exactly what you'd expect out of a 5th-round quarterback. Rookie, I might add. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to take the Saints for the rest of the season.
1 week? 2 weeks? 1 week after this? I'll put that in for next week. Moving on. Connor's game of the week. We got the Colts at the Giants. Colts are -8, over under 40.5.
Colts. This Giants team is going to continue to try to get number 1 overall.
Yeah, I'm on the Colts as well, but it wouldn't shock me. The Colts could. It's crazy the Colts put up 30 points and Anthony Richardson attempted 11 passes. That's everything you need to know about the Colts offense.
hilarious. Yeah, Colts. Easy.
Yep. And we put up 38, by the way, Jake. Yeah, I think Anthony Richardson might throw for 12 next week, and we might put up 41 points. I mean, it's exciting things in Indy. But yeah, like I said, we don't even control our own destiny at this point, so I'm not getting off.
Exciting things in Indy. You're 7-8, 3-5 on the road. Arguably the worst. Your quarterback's gonna set a record for the lowest completion percentage in NFL history. But things are looking up for the Colts apparently. I don't know if we're watching the same league.
Our quarterback's not even old enough to get tattoos. He can't buy cigarettes. He can't enlist in the military. So give him a couple years. But exciting things in Indy are coming. All right. I mean, I think everyone forgets about, week 1 or 2 when we were playing the Texans, and he just flick of the wrist, 90-yard touchdown. I think it was like 60, but
that was like 2 months ago.
We got real talent. We got real talent in Indy. I think we're just gonna turn it upside down after the season here. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll get to it later. But
if you turn it upside down record-wise, you'd actually have a better record.
Colts should draft a quarterback.
Okay, we got the Cowboys at the Eagles. Eagles are -9.5, over under 43.5.
This one is so interesting because of Hurts, if he clears protocol or not, because I think Kenny Pickett is an actual trash can. And it's clear that no matter how good Saquon is, that Kenny Pickett is just a bigger liability.
That line assumes Jalen Hurts is going to play.
I know.
9.5.
I've never been one to asterisks, like ever.
Do it.
Are we all asterisk?
Cooper's
not
been
gonna.
looking pretty good.
But you can.
I'm gonna go Eagles. Cooper's been looking good, but it's Cowboys defense is just as banged up as any defense in the NFL, and I don't know. Kenny Pickett might sell me though. That's all. That's my asterisk. I'm not changing my pick, but Kenny Pickett might sell me if he starts this game.
I'm on the Eagles. Cowboys are actually playing really well. It seems like they're kind of playing for Mike McCarthy's job. But they've almost made statements like they want to keep McCarthy around, and it seems like he's at least going to have another year there, which good for him. And, I mean, the Cowboys have played well with Cooper Rush. If they could have found this spark, like, 5 weeks ago, they could be contending for a playoff spot here, but too little, too late. But I'm going to take the Eagles. If the Cowboys were in the AFC, they'd be fighting for a wild card spot, and who knows? Same spot as the Colts, but since in the NFC, tougher conference, no chance, and they're already going home. So I'll take the Eagles.
This one's tough. I think Cooper Rush is better than Dak Prescott right now, and they're hot.
That's insane.
Definitely better than Dak Prescott, and they're hot.
As in Dak can't walk, he's better than him because of that reason, or he's better than him when he's healthy?
If Dak Prescott didn't get hurt and was playing right now, Cooper Rush is playing better than Dak would be right now. And also, I don't know if Jalen Hurts is good to go or not. So I'm going to take Cowboys.
Taking the Cowboys?
Cooper Rush is better.
Damn. That was...
Yeah. Give me the Eagles. No asterisks necessary.
Kenny Pickett's just so bad, man. He scares me.
All right, we got the Panthers at the Bucks. Bucks are -8, over under 49.5.
Yeah, this one's tough because everyone's got that recency bias. So Panthers beating the Cardinals and Cowboys beating the Bucks. What's going on in Tampa? Panthers are definitely trending up. Bucks are kind of in limbo right now. They clapped that great Chargers defense and they lose to Dallas. Doesn't make sense. What's going on? I'm just gonna default. I'm gonna say Bucks, and I'm gonna let Jake tell you why.
Yeah, we're gonna go Bucks. Bucks will bounce back here. I mean, just like overall, they're just such a better team. Losing Godwin really hurt them. But the bright spot of losing Godwin is Jalen McMillan has been absolutely awesome and has kind of filled into that Godwin role as a rookie. So that's kind of a nice up-and-comer for Tampa Bay. And Godwin's also a free agent next year, so I think that's kind of what you're going to be seeing next year is they're going to let Godwin walk in. McMillan's going to be that number 2 for Tampa. But yeah, give me Tampa. They'll clear easy here. The reason
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
The reason I think the Bucs struggle is Baker's inconsistency in that he turns the ball over a lot and his decision making is very questionable at times. He's got a little Jameis Winston in him where he'll put up some awesome numbers, but he'll also make those key mistakes like he did last week against Dallas.
For the record, I thought we were on the same page, but it's okay that we're not. But I was hoping you would hit them with the death taxes and Mike Evans versus the Panthers thing. But that's okay.
And that. And Mike Evans just owns the Panthers.
Yeah.
Look up his game log against the Panthers. It's ridiculous.
200.
And bet on Mike Evans over.
Yeah, Mike Evans is scary this week against the Panthers. If you happen to be playing him in fantasy, probably bad. I'll take the Bucs as well.
I'm also on the Bucks, but Bryce Young turned out to be a decent quarterback. I think, future's bright in Carolina over there, so it'll be all right.
Connor's quarterback evaluations this pod. Anthony Richardson, bright future. Bryce Young, the future. That's all we needed to know.
We don't have to circle back to your QB takes this year.
What were those?
Honestly, I've lost track of all, but
Connor's going to start pulling
receipts. Awesome. Josh Allen MVP. That was my quarterback take this year before the year started.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. And then, come on.
They might.
I think he was the favorite going into the season, wasn't he?
The Chiefs are already eliminated.
Don't know. I think Lamar was probably the favorite, but same difference. Also, quarterback take before the season started. Sam Darnold was going to be a good quarterback this year. Go pull that one, Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Love
And
to see.
Browns
Love to see
too.
that film.
You know what they say? Even a blind squirrel finds a nut.
We
That's all you.
definitely should do like a reaction to like some of our clips from that first episode, like a follow up. That'd be kind of interesting.
It'd be interesting for sure.
Can't watch
Postseason,
it.
some off season activities. We'll get back to that.
All right, we got Tennessee at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's -1 over under 40.5.
This is heavy implications for the top five. I mean, we got 2 3-win teams here. I don't know which one wants to win more again. I don't think the Jaguars are capable of winning a game without Trevor Lawrence. It just is not possible. I'm gonna take Tennessee.
I'm gonna be on Jacksonville. I got a little faith in Jacksonville's offense with Mac Jones. BTJ running 60 yards down the field, no one within 20 yards of him just somehow happened. Brenton Strange, although he didn't have a great week last week, is a little brightened up and comer there for the Jags too. I'll take Jacksonville against just a despicable Tennessee defense that let Jonathan Taylor run for over 200 on him. 270-plus yard tutties.
Yeah, this one's tough, and it's gonna be ugly. I'm leaning Titans.
Yeah, this one is also really tough for me. I mean, just watch the Titans. The Colts put up 37 points. Then you also got the Jags who just lost what should have been. I mean, I don't know. They're pretty atrocious, but what should have been an easy game for them against Vegas there. So I think this is the battle that who's the worst of the AFC South and really the AFC in my opinion. But give me the Titans here. I've lost all faith in the Jags. I didn't really have any anyways, but.
Alrighty, I'm riding Jags solo. We got the Dolphins at the Browns. Dolphins are -6.5 over under 40.5.
Yeah, Dolphins. DTR is my reason as to why I'm picking the Dolphins.
It's a good reason.
Yeah, I'm on Miami as well. Offense is too good there. Too little, too late for Miami, but
Yep. Give me the Dolphins. Decent offense. Browns are terrible. Two of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL on the same roster.
Yep, I agree with Josh here. Give me the Dolphins.
okay, we got the Packers at the Vikings. Vikings are -1.5 over under 48.5.
I'm gonna take the Pack after watching tonight and also just looking at Minnesota's game against Seattle was really close. They just got to find a way to keep Jetta's locked down in Addison, which is going to be interesting. But I like the Pack's offense to definitely keep up and set the tempo, which they proved they can do tonight. So
I think the thing that probably not a lot of people are going to be thinking about in this game is how well the Packers defense has been playing. Not necessarily just tonight, shutting out the Saints without 4 of our key players on defense. No Evan Williams, no Jair Alexander, no Quay Walker, and then no Bullard as well, who have just been 4 key parts of our defense all year. I think we're getting healthy at the right time, and we're playing good defense at the right time too. Our run game is looking awesome. Let's see if J Love can make some plays through the air and we can get our pass game kind of clicking a little bit better. Look for Wicks to be a little bit more involved, kind of like he was tonight. He is just so good at football. He's just got to be able to catch the ball. And there was a play tonight when Malik Willis was in where he just shook this DB. And DB bites left on a quick slant. He goes right. Would have been a wide open 30-yard walk-in touchdown. Got batted down at the line, though. But I think Wicks is really going to come on for us and be very important in our playoff run, along with this defense. And I think we win this one. Go Pack, go.
Yeah, I think the Packers are getting hot at the right time. If we can get healthy, I would love to roll the Vikings. I would love to go into the playoffs hot, red hot, Vikings, Bears, beat the Lions in the divisional or the championship. Probably the
Whoa,
championship.
one game at a time, Chief. One game at a time.
I do not like Wicks at all. I think he's awful and he's terrible and he should not be on the field ever.
Damn.
I'll take the Packers.
Did you watch him tonight?
He made one break right. He's fine.
He's so good at getting open. He's one of the best receivers Pro Football Focus in the league this year at getting open.
No one's guarding him.
Yards, separation yards per route. I think he's like top 3.
He's being guarded by like the 4th best corner on the other team every play.
It is true. But not every play. Not every team shadows. It's just kind of where you line up.
True.
I don't like Wicks. I'm not a fan of Wicks. I like Dobbs. I like everyone else. If Christian Watson could stay healthy once in a while, he'd be great too.
Once in a while.
Yeah, the Packers built a cute little team here. It's nice. It's fun to watch. But they're playing a big dog this week. I think Minnesota's earned that big dog status.
Damn.
Jefferson
God.
is real. I mean, I fell asleep during the
Jefferson
4
is real, guys. Justin
Yeah, I
Jefferson.
fell asleep during 4 o'clock games, and I wake up to the announcer just screaming Justin Jefferson touchdown. Guy's real, and they got Addison to back him up too. And then Jake called Sam Darnold's a real quarterback. So I think Green Bay's gonna run into the buzzsaw of the Minnesota Vikings this week, and I don't know. I think you guys. I mean, you're still going to the playoffs, probably, right? But
They clinched tonight. Yes, they did clinch tonight.
yep. Well, there you go.
Oh, I'm glad you think the Packers are cute. That's good at least.
Yeah,
I think
cute.
Justin Jefferson's a good receiver as well.
No, he's a real receiver. He never said good. He said real.
Okay. Sunday Night
I'm
Football.
just.
We got the Falcons.
Dude,
at
I'm
the
ready
Commanders.
for this game. I'm very ready for
Very
Falcons
important
and
playoff
Commanders.
implication game for seeding wise
Very
too.
ready.
Commanders are -4 over under 47.5.
Sorry, I was cutting you off because I'm so excited to pick this game. I think that the Falcons defense got a little life in them last week. They needed that game. They added so many high assets this offseason, spent the most money in free agency. I know I keep coming back to that. It's not free agency anymore. It's week 16, whatever, 17. Like, I think they finally woke up last week, and they got it together. And PENIX is going to keep growing in his role. Bijan's Bijan. I'm leaning Falcons. I'm going to go Falcons on the road here. PENIX is going to keep getting this. This is going to be a big win for the Falcons fans to hang something on to build that momentum for this playoff run they're about to make with a young quarterback. But yeah, I'm getting. Sorry, I was going to say one more thing. I'm getting like 2012 vibes with these rookie quarterbacks in these playoff teams, like when we had RG3 and Andrew Luck and Russell Wilson. Like I'm getting that same energy from this Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, PENIX crew. Drake May is not going to the playoffs, but yes.
I'm going to be on Atlanta too. I think the Commanders are still a little bit fraudulent. If there's one team in the NFC I would want to play out of all the possible playoff teams, it'd probably be Seattle, and them would probably be the two I'd most want to play. And I think PENIX is going to outplay Jaden Daniels in this game with the arsenal of weapons that he has. And the Falcons are going to lock up that division.
This is so funny. I thought I was going to be the only person picking the Falcons.
Oh, God.
Carson or Connor's going to be riding solo with...
Yeah, we already know he's going commies.
Interesting. Is Drake London playing next week, I think? Let me check real quick.
I don't think it's been confirmed either way.
Yeah, I'll still ride with the Falcons. I am slightly concerned if London doesn't play, then that's going to create some problems just because he draws so much coverage. And Mooney can eat underneath, and Kyle Pitts can drop.
Not even underneath. Mooney's averaging like 18 yards a catch. That man only catches deep balls.
He catches like mid-range.
They're
like
like
10, 11 yards on the run, and then
they're
he takes it
gappers.
Yeah, he like finds the openings under London. Yeah, I got the Falcons. So funny, we're giving Connor a free Commanders when the Commanders should.
Yeah. I was about to say. I remember Jake in last week's pod. I think he said the Packers game was free square and bingo. This is a free square and bingo. You guys all declined the free square. Give me the Commanders. Jaden Daniels, best quarterback in football. No questions asked. Yeah, give me the Commanders. It's that simple.
He said that like 3 times, and then he's backtracked every time we pressed him on it. So
Ice cold takes. Daniel Daniels is not even a top 5 quarterback in the league. Calling him the best quarterback's crazy.
Connor said something, but I don't.
No, I mean,
No, he's shuffling around over there.
He had to
Jake
mute
Daniels
so he could
legit-
slam his fist through his desk and then unmute. And
If you're denied Jaden Daniels at this point of the season, then you're just a hater. I mean, it's that simple. He's playing great football, and that's
you're saying he's the best quarterback in the league. How is that being a
Alright,
hater, saying he's not
saying
the best QB in the league?
over the last 5 weeks. If you were to take the last 5 weeks and compare all the stats, I think you put him at number 1, even with those Josh Allen games.
This is the problem. You're looking at stats. You're looking at box scores. We're watching the games. You got to see who's the better QB. It's not just all stats and box scores. Jameis put up 500 yards and 5 touchdowns in the game. Is he the best quarterback in the league?
Yes.
I love how you say don't look at box scores, and every time you look at Anthony Richardson, all you're looking at is box scores.
We're watching him throw the ball 20 yards over the head of the receiver.
I think I might be wrong, but I think Anthony Richardson might lead the league in yards per attempt right now. Even though
It doesn't matter
he's
if he's not completing them. What is that?
It's yards per attempt, brother. So if I throw the ball 20 games and I'm averaging, 10 yards a throw, that's way better than someone who throws it 40.
Yeah, he throws a lot.
The problem is he's not throwing the ball a lot in general. He's throwing 13 attempts.
I'm picking the Lions.
11 attempts, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's by far the lowest of the season. I think the last 3 weeks before that, it was all over 30 plus. But
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts have all had a better last 5 games.
In what metric?
Fantasy points.
I'm picking the Lions.
Are you sure? Jay Daniels been like QB1 2 of the last 5 weeks.
This 49ers team is just a little too banged up. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they got it in them. I'm gonna go Lions.
Yeah, I'm on the Lions as well.
You want to introduce the game, Jake?
Lions are trying to lock up the 1 seed. It's Lions at the Niners. Lions minus 3.5, over under 51.5. Yeah, give me the Lions. They're trying to lock up the 1 seed. Niners are dead at this point. Can rest some of their injured guys and kind of call a season a wrap here. But wouldn't be shocked to see the Niners drop 30 on just probably the most poverty defense in the league.
Yeah, I really don't like the Niners, so I'm kind of looking forward to the Lions bullying the Niners and watching the Niners kingdom collapse. But I also really don't like the Lions.
It's a battle of the teams I hate.
Yeah, actually, really don't like the Lions either. But I'll take the Lions here, I guess. Whatever.
I would take a tie. I'd be content with a tie.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, I'm on the Lions. I'm hearing whispers out of San Francisco that Shanahan might be getting the boot after this year, which is crazy because I feel like Shanahan's done nothing wrong. But, yeah, chaos in San Francisco. Give me the Lions.
Stop listening to your schizophrenic voice in your head, brother. No one is saying that.
I have not heard that.
There's whispers.
I heard someone say
He doubled down and then just muted. There are whispers. Mutes.
Whispers confirmed. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I honestly didn't even really think about that, but could be.
I mean, yeah.
Possibility, probably pretty unlikely, but.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it just hasn't.
He hasn't gotten the job done. He hasn't gotten a Super Bowl, but he's been right there a lot.
he'll get fired next year. The Niners
no McCaffrey, no AU.
No Mason.
Ayuk's terrible. Everyone else is old. They're collapsing.
Yeah, Debo's
Brock
old.
Purdy cannot put the team on his back. They're collapsing.
All right. Alrighty, that wraps up picks for week 17. We got literally next week's our last week making regular season picks, and we're on to the postseason. You boys got any? Should we do some little end of season, or should we wait till next week? Maybe do some end of season Super Bowl predictions, or maybe a
Down
sneaky
for-
team that you think will go farther than they should.
We could do postseason predictions. Do playoff like teams that we think make the playoffs.
Who ends where? I think most of them have kind of been decided, but I think, well, in the NFC.
There's still some races. Yeah, there's still some division races. We don't even. I mean, the Lions could drop as far as a wild card spot still.
They could be
Things go
5.
south.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. How about everyone gives one sleeper team for the playoffs?
Yes.
Packers.
That was easy.
Boom.
How about Jake and I are not allowed to pick the Packers?
Yeah,
or
that's
can
fine.
We
We can't pick the Packers. That was a joke, but it's not. I mean, I feel like we're legit contenders, but
And we're also legit sleepers.
No, you're actually a legit sleeper right now as a 6 seed. Yeah.
for sure.
I'm gonna do like one team I think is overrated and a sleeper. Obviously, in the AFC, I'm going overrated Kansas City at 14-1. They've just happened to play every game within one touchdown. I think that might catch up to them when they have to run into these like buzzsaws of Lamar and Josh Allen. You might not be able to squeak away 2 different one possession games against both of those teams if you have to play them both. So I think the Chiefs are a little bit overrated going to the playoffs. And the team that I'm going to pick as underrated, which feels weird, but like as it sits right now, Baltimore's the 5 seed. I think they can probably jump up to the 3 seed, but I think that team is probably a little slept on right now just because of how busy the AFC is. They're probably the 3rd team people would pick out of the AFC, but I think this is the year that Lamar is going to get his team to the Super Bowl, and we're going to see Lamar Jackson
He needs
in
it.
the spotlight. He needs it.
I'll stop talking crap on Lamar when he makes it to a Super Bowl.
He
Until
needs
he can
it.
win
So
in the playoffs, that's how he can prove me wrong. Because he has these amazing regular seasons. He's a 2-time MVP, potential 3-time MVP if he wins it this year, which I think Josh Allen will, but I think it's gonna be close. Until he can get it done in the playoffs, I mean, look at what he did last year. He went to Kansas City and just laid an absolute egg. And was missing guys and throwing terrible balls and couldn't hold on to the football. His best play in that game was a pass to himself.
there was that crazy like 4th and 28 to Zay or whatever though.
Yeah, and then he fumbled.
Then he fumbled. Yeah, all for nothing.
Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, I don't hate that pick. I think that's probably popular.
Yeah, I was going to say my pick for the AFC was also going to be the Ravens, but for NFC, I already touched on it, would be the Commanders. It is remarkable, though. They have, like, no receivers. And then Luke McCaffrey's still not involved.
Yeah, I mean, Terry McLaurin's decent, but Dynami Brown's been good. I'm surprised Luke McCaffrey's not involved at all. I was also going to pick the Commanders as my sleeper. And overrated.
NFC sleeper, I'll pick the Rams. I mean, that offense showed they can compete with anyone, beating the Bills and putting 45 on their head. And if they just get into shootouts, they could really beat any team. Like, their defense isn't too special. They got a good rookie on the D-line that's had an outstanding year, but outside of that, I mean, if they can get into games that are shootouts, I feel like they could beat any team.
Should we pull Jeff in?
Sure.
Oh, it's just extended the podcast by 10 minutes.
Quick 30-second speed run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can
Rapid
speed run
fire.
Jeff's picks really quick.
What up?
Rapid fire.
Jeff,
All right, hit
rapid
me
fire
with-
you. Chiefs,
need the spread.
Steelers.
Chiefs, Steelers.
Chiefs are -3.
In Arrowhead. No, not in Arrowhead.
In Pittsburgh.
Give me Pittsburgh. Fuck them.
All right. Riding solo on that one. Baltimore at the Texans. Baltimore's -5.5.
Baltimore.
Okay.
Deontay Johnson revenge game. Y'all
It's a
covered
sweep.
that, right?
Yep.
I said it.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Seattle at the Bears. Seattle -3.5.
Oh yeah, Seattle.
That was close. That was
Chargers,
close
Patriots.
there.
Chargers -4.
Yeah, Chargers.
Okay.
They're not gonna lose the rest of the season. At least they shouldn't.
Denver at Cincy. Cincy -3.5.
Oh. All right, give me Denver.
Okay. Jeff and Connor are riding Denver on that one. We got the Cardinals at the Rams. Rams are -6.
I'm looking at P's reactions. Rams.
That's 3 now.
Jets at
How
Buffalo.
many games back are you?
Worry about it later.
We'll tell you after.
Sorry,
Jets at Buffalo. Jets or Bills -10.
Buffalo.
Okay.
Let's go Buffalo.
Saints in New Orleans, or Saints and the Raiders. Raiders at the Saints. Saints are -1.5.
Raiders. Antonio Pierce don't give a fuck. He
Colts
don't.
at the Giants.
Damn it! Damn it! Yeah, fuck it. Give me Drew Lock. I don't even care.
What are you doing for
I'm not picking the Colts.
Cowboys at the Eagles. Eagles are -10 or -9.5.
The Eagles.
Okay. Panthers at Tampa. Tampa's -8. This could decide the beer mile. This will decide
Give me the
it,
Bucks. Give me
honestly.
the Bucks.
Okay. Tennessee at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's -1.
Yeah, give me BTJ for life.
Nice.
Yeah, we need
Me and
money.
Hefe on Jacksonville, riding
I need
alone
money.
there. Miami at Cleveland. Miami's -6.5.
Who's starting for quarterback? Who's starting at quarterback?
PTR.
Yeah, okay, give me Miami.
That was our exact reaction. Packers at the Vikings. Vikings -1.5.
Oh, Lions fans or Packers fans this week. I'll ride with the pack. I'm gonna ride with the pack.
All
For the
right.
city.
Connor's alone on Minnesota, and he's also alone on the Commanders as of right now. Falcons at the Commanders. Commanders are -4.
He's alone on the Commanders?
VP
You
and
guys all
Josh
took
are on
the
Atlanta.
Falcons?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Penix season.
It's Penix season,
Really?
baby.
Hasn't thrown a
Yeah,
touchdown
we're
yet.
smoking.
It's Penix season.
Yeah.
Smoking that
Penix.
Penix pack. Pause.
Threw a pick. Brandon, that pick wasn't his fault.
No,
It was
He
Kyle
threw a
Pitts.
pick.
Kyle Pitts. So
We did touch on that too.
That's crazy. You guys are all taking the. Yeah, I'm gonna go commies. That's crazy.
All right, and then Lions at the Niners. Lions -3.5.
Lions, man. Yeah, Niners aren't playing.
Wow. We have 5 different games. I think this could be a big week for me.
Yeah, I'll go over. See how many games you're behind.
Well, I took the Giants.
You
I'm
did.
just straight. I'm never taking the Colts.
P got 2 games back on you last week. You're up 8 on him overall.
Keep-
Connor's
keep closing
up
the-
1 on
Don't
Josh
come
and
down
5
to the
on
wire,
me.
dude.
So we got a good.
I'm
A
5
lot could be
behind
decided here. I think I'm separate Connor on a lot too, so I could make up ground as well.
Hey, you said I'm 5 behind you? There's no way.
I'm 5 behind Connor. You're
Oh.
15 behind me.
I was like, there's no fucking.
We're in our
chance.
own little stratosphere, Jeff. It's just you and I.
Now, let's bring it down to the wire, man. Let's give the fans something to sweat.
Yeah,
you know?
I'll throw the
Super
records
Bowl.
on screen really quick so you guys can see the
Super
overall.
Bowl for the beer
So I have
mile.
to read 'em off.
Imagine.
Super Bowl.
Pause if you wanna see 'em.
Hey, Loki. That would be sick.
That would be
Got to guess the
crazy.
Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Beer
If I give
mile?
us a sleeper team in the NFC or AFC, you think that can make a run?
What was
Yeah,
that?
look. Give me 1 second. Well, AFC Chargers,
Oh no.
Lock it.
obviously.
Lock it.
Obviously. NFC? I mean, I feel like the Rams is basic, right?
I said Rams.
But- I mean, the Rams are they can win games. They can put up points.
They can
Not
score
recently.
with anyone.
Yeah. Also gonna make it in the AFC.
P said Baltimore in the AFC.
If you can count them as, I mean, I said Lamar gets over the hump.
I like the Steelers a lot if they're healthy too.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Broncos are also very sneaky and could make a run. They have a great defense. It's just rookie quarterback first year in the playoffs is always interesting, but
Crumble.
Yeah, I compared it to 2012, how we have 3 rookie QBs that are probably going to be in the playoffs.
Jaden, PENIX.
PENIX. Falcons control their own destiny, baby.
Oh yeah, Bucks need to win. I wanted to go Panthers so bad there. I did. I wanted to do it so bad, dude.
Alrighty.
Hey, next year, NFC South, Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young and Chuba Hubbard. All right.
Oh,
I was a
God.
year early.
You were a year early.
That's all I'm gonna say.
You boys got anything else you want to touch on? Predict for the future? Any MVP predictions, Super Bowl predictions, Offensive Player of the Year, anything like Defensive Player of the Year? Anyone sneaky that's not obvious in any of those? Saquon, I think, still has a sneaky chance at MVP if he breaks that all-time rushing record.
Is Saquon going to get Offensive Player of the Year, or is it going to be Jamar
Yeah.
Chase?
That's a great question, too, because
That's a
Jamar's
good
going to have the
question as
triple
well.
crown.
But the media is covering Saquon more than they're covering Jamar.
Yeah, it's because
And
Saquon's
Saquon's
on
on
a
a
winning
winning
team.
team. Yeah.
That's why.
So
I don't have anything.
Jaden's gonna win Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Who's comeback? Do we know? I don't know yet.
Burrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Who did he
Defensive
say?
Rookie of the Year is gonna be Kenyon or
Aaron Rodgers.
God, that guy. That guy comes out with a documentary and then just. I feel so bad for Garrett Wilson.
I don't know.
Ridiculous.
He definitely
Let him
feeding
Aaron Rodgers should just start a new team called the Best Friends Team and just put all his fucking friends on it and try to win games.
They already have it. It's called the New York Jets. That is the best friend team.
Yeah, that's literally.
That's
They
what
sold
the
their
Packers
whole-
wouldn't let him do, is what the Jets let him do. He was trying to do that when he was with the Packers. Like, he was all salty when we parted ways with, like, a lot of guys throughout his career. He was salty about Cobb. He was salty about James Jones. He was salty when Jordy went to the Raiders. The Packers...
He's got money. He's got a lot of money. Can he start his own team?
Rodgers said this in the documentary. The Packers tend to cut people a year before they think they're done. So if the Packers think, okay, this guy's got one more good year in him, they'll cut him right there and part ways a year early. He says that's how the Packers operate business.
I don't know.
It's been true to form. We did it with Favre, did it with Rodgers. Connor's out.
Someone, Connor DC'd.
Was he work? What was Connor doing the whole pod? Why didn't he came on him?
Mysterious man. No one knows what goes on with that guy.
I hate
He was
the Colts.
He was listening to the whispers.
Anytime Anthony Richardson throws an incompletion, he just puts a hole in the wall. He just doesn't have a wall anymore. It's just all holes.
Gotta call Bob the Builder.
I really hope he put that bet in. BTJ is currently up 20 yards on Bowers for rookie receiving leader.
I've convinced Jeff that he's getting scammed by Connor because Jeff Venmo'd him $10 to put in a bet, and I was like, I doubt he put that bet in.
Yeah, I mean, you got PTSD from that too, though.
BTS. Oh, because of the wedding?
The no bet, yeah.
Well, that's not because of Connor.
No, but the situation, those situations happen.
Quick 1,000 that didn't enter my pocket. Okay.
And well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. Thank you guys for watching, as always. We'll see you guys next week. Love you guys. Peace.
Stay safe.